Good morning, children. Welcome back to English online class of Sri Gokulam Public School, Guruvayur. How are you all doing, children? I hope all my dear children are staying safe and healthy. Yes? Okay, children, let's begin our today's session. We are discussing Lesson 12 clauses. We already discussed what is a clause and also the two types of clauses. That is the main clause and the subordinate clause. In the previous class, we started with the various types of subordinate clauses. Which are the various types of subordinate clauses? They are the noun clause, adjective clause, and adverb clause. We already discussed what is a noun clause. So today let's discuss other types of subordinate clauses. Let's begin with adverb clauses. Let's start with some examples. For example, she left for Hyderabad when her work was over. Now, in this sentence, let's try to find out the main clause and the subordinate clause first. Okay, that's the first thing we have to do. So, which is the main clause? She left for Hyderabad. That is the main clause. Why we did select it as a main clause? Because that particular group of words can stand alone. That is independent group of words. That's why it is a main clause. If needed, we can also make it as a sentence, isn't it? Is there any wrong in that? No. She left for Hyderabad. We got a complete meaning, complete sense. So that's why it is called as a main clause. But look at the rest part of the sentence, when her work was over. That particular group of words, we know that it is incomplete. It cannot stand alone. It is dependent. So it is called subordinate clause. This subordinate clause, this particular group of words, when her work was over. That part of the sentence is a subordinate clause and this is the adverb clause. We told that subordinate clauses are of various types. We already studied noun clause. So this is the adverb clause. Now let's see how did it become an adverb clause. What do you mean by adverbs, children? Adverbs are the words that modifies the verbs. It gives an additional information about the verbs. Verbs are action words, words that denote action. So, for example, she wrote neatly. Here, which is the adverb? Neatly is the adverb, which is the verb wrote. So, how did she write? She wrote neatly. So, it gives an additional information about her writing, isn't it? So, that's why it's called an adverb. Neatly is called an adverb. And here also, when her work was over, it functions as an adverb. It modifies the verb left. Here, left is the main verb, isn't it? She left for Hyderabad. So, it gives an additional information. Why did she leave Hyderabad? So, that's why it is called an adverb clause. That particular group of words is called adverb clause. And the connective or the connector when. The when is a connector in that sentence. When connects both the clauses, isn't it? And this connector when also gives it an adverbial function. It tells us that it is an adverb. Okay. Now let's see the different types of adverb clauses. The first one is adverb clause of time. Adverb clause of time tells us when an action happened, when an action took place. And the conjunctions or the connectors that are used are after, before, since, whenever, when, and until. So by using these connectors, we can connect the main clause. Okay. Main clause and the subordinate clauses are connected by using these conjunctions. So these conjunctions shows us when an action took place. For example, we always wash our hands before eating anything. So if we ask the question when, you will get the answer for adverb clause of time. When do you wash your hands? We wash our hands before eating anything. Before is a connector. Before is a conjunction. Let's move to the next one. Adverb clause of place. How can we identify adverb clause of place? If there are connectors like where, wherever, anywhere, and everywhere. These connectors denotes adverb clause of place. So adverb clause of place tells us where an action takes place, where an action happened. Okay. So if we ask a question where, you'll get the answer for adverb clause of place. For example, we will stop wherever we see a green picnic spot. We will stop is the main clause. Wherever we see a green picnic spot, that is a subordinate clause. And the subordinate clause is introduced by the conjunction wherever, isn't it? So wherever shows it is adverb clause of place. Let's move to the next one. An adverb clause of reason or purpose. So adverb clause of reason or purpose tells us why that action took place. And you can ask the question why. If you ask the question why, you'll get the answer for adverb clause of reason or purpose. And the conjunctions that I used are as, because, in order to, since. If there are conjunctions like as, because, in order to, and since, if these conjunctions connect the subordinate clause with the main clause, we can identify it as the adverb clause of reason or purpose. So these conjunctions tells us why the action took place. So if we ask the question why, we'll get the answer adverb clause of reason. Okay. For example, we stayed in our classrooms. That is the main clause. Since it was raining outside. So why did we stay in our classroom? The reason is since it was raining outside. It shows the reason. Okay. So children, let's move to the next one. Next we have an adverb clause of manner. So an adverb clause of manner tells us how an action is performed, how something is done. It describes someone's behavior. So if you ask the question how, you'll get the answer for adverb clause of manner. And an adverb clause of manner starts with words like, as, like, the way. Okay. So adverb clause of manner is introduced by words like, as, like, the way. For example, Jishnu finished the work as he had been asked to. So Jishnu finished the work. That is a main clause. It can stand independently, isn't it? Yes. So that is a main clause. As he had been asked to. That is a subordinate clause and it is the adverb clause because it cannot stand alone. Okay. It had to depend upon the main clause. Next is the adverb clause of comparison. So from the word itself, we know that adverb clause of comparison shows a comparison of qualities or attributes. So how does adverb clause of comparison starts with? It starts with than or as. Okay. As example, Kritika runs faster than any student in our school. So from than onwards is a subordinate clause and that is the adverb clause. Particularly adverb clause of comparison. Kritika runs faster. That is a main clause. Now let's look at some examples. Let's try to identify which is the adverb clause of time, adverb clause of place, adverb clause of reason, adverb clause of manner, and also adverb clause of comparison. First one, keep the books wherever you find some space on the shelves. Here, which is the subordinate clause, children? First identify that. Wherever you find some space on the shelves is a subordinate clause. And that is the adverb clause and it is adverb clause of place. Okay. It tells us the place. Next one. We arrived at the theatre after the play started. Play means after the drama started. Okay. So we arrived at the theatre. That is a main clause. After the play started. That is a subordinate clause. After. It shows the time. That's why it is called adverb clause of time. Next one. Bipash went to the hotel where Shaunak was staying. Bipash went to the hotel. That is a main clause. Where Shaunak was staying. So where, if you find the word where, if you find the connector or conjunction where, then it shows a place, adverb clause of place. Okay. Where Shaunak was staying. That is the adverb clause of place. I hope you understood how to do the textual exercises. So children, try to complete the rest of the exercises. I hope you understood adverb clause. So that's all for today. Let's wind up our session here. See you in the next session.